Hello students, welcome to the session of Civil Engineering, Societal and Global Impacts. Till now we have discussed all the optimizations which are there and the future trends in the construction field. Now let us see which are the factors affecting a lot towards our infrastructural facilities. That is especially a Human Development Index. What is ecological footprint? What is ecosystems which is affecting? Yes, you all are aware about the global warming and greenhouse gases. And let us see what is GIS application towards it. Now let us see what is Human Development Index. Basically, you can see here Human Development Index means what is the life expectancy of a person, what is his or her education, and how is his standard of living. That is basically in a simple sense means as Human Development Index. It gives an emphasis to the economical growth of our country. This is what you can see here. I have shown here all the theories related to HDI, that is Human Development Index. Now let us discuss and see that how is Human Development Index can be calculated. What is actually a Human Development Index? You can see here that is a life expectancy, that how much is the life, a living long healthy life. Then we are going to see about the education index, what is the education present and how much future going to be seeking the education. And last is we are going to see how is the living standard of it. So this is HDI. Now we are going to see what is the meaning of HDI actually here. HDI is simply in the sense that you can see here that there is a scale of 1. It will start from point 8 to 1. What is that point 8 to 1? Point 8 to 1 means this is a scale of 1 and from point 8 to 1 will be said as the highest Human Development Index. Means in that country people are having a good healthy life, people are having a good education and people are having the good income also. Now let us see the ranking of it. Norway is the first, after that Switzerland, after that Australia, right? India ranks at 130th position in 189 countries. So we are very much into the downer scale. So we need to work more on the our system. Yes, the pandemic has also affected a lot on our GDP and it has also affected a lot on our Human Development Index. That is why people are much more having a good healthy life and have the safety of it. So we can have the good HDI. Now what is ecological footprint? Student, here is it is not ecological cycle or ecosystem. Here I am talking about the ecological footprint in relation with the human sector. What is ecological footprint? The things which is required, the resources which is required by human being for their development, for their survival is known as ecological footprint. Here simply it means how much carbon emission I am doing, how much I am wasting the resources, how much I should sustain, how much I should recycle, right? That is known as ecological footprint. It defines as the impact of human activities measured in terms of the areas of biological productivity, land and water required to produce the goods consumed and to assimilate the waste generated, right? So this is actually ecological footprint. Last point, you can see that how is calculated by adding up all people's demand and compete for biological productive spaces. So this is known as actually ecological footprints, right? Next, this is just a suggestion. You might all be knowing what is ecological footprint. Reduce the use of electricity, conserve water, reduce the use of single-use disposable plastics, reduce the use and support local products, right? So this is all is the suggestions. Now there is another important thing related to the ecological, that is the steady erosion in sustainability. There are three factors majorly affecting. First is what? Social sustainability, environmental sustainability, and last is economic sustainability profit. What does this mean? Actually, name what suggests is the process of creating sustainable, successful places that promote well-being of people. That is what is social sustainability. People should be having a good social standards and good social relation with each other. Next, you can see environmental sustainability. What is environmental sustainability? Basically, we need to have the environmental balance in our day-to-day life. Responsible interaction with environment to avoid depletion or degradation of natural resources. That is known as environmental sustainability. And last you can say is the economic sustainability profit. If we have both the factors, that is social and environment, then we are going to have a good economical sustainability. It occurs in development which moves towards social and environmental sustainability. This is known as steady erosion of sustainability. Right? Now let us see with this greenhouse gases and global warming. I don't want to go much into detail as you all know this. Increased in temperature level, global atmosphere is called as global warming, and greenhouse gases you are very familiar towards it. The radiations which are coming and the radiations which are thrown back. CO2 which is generally we are emitting. So which are the major causes? That is carbon dioxide, nitrous oxide, methane, chlorofluorocarbon, and ozone effect. Right? Now let's see what are the effect of it. You all know greenhouse effects are change in climate level, rise in sea level. You might have also seen effect on human health and other effects. Right? So this is what is, and the control of global warming. You all know that we need to reduce the CO2. We need to consumption of petrol, diesel should be reduced. This is just an example. Fossil fuels should be reduced. This is what is I am giving. So renewable energies should be promoted, and we need to work on it. That is greenhouse gases and effects. Similarly, there is one thing which is known as ecosystem in society and nature. What is this ecosystem? We all know that there is a terrestrial ecosystem and natural ecosystem, man-made ecosystem. Ecosystem is the balance in environment. It is very much required. When we develop anything, ecosystem is disturbed, right? So we need to retain all that things. And lastly, you are going to have the GIS applications and it. GIS, you all know that this is the GIS is the software which is been working for the planners and civil engineers. We can plan many things towards it. What are the essentials of GIS? That is software, hardware, component, people. That is what is GIS application. And lastly, you can see here that essential objectives of GIS is very much clear that it can be helpful for the human solutions and resolutions, right? If I get any problem, I can solve through the software. This is basically an decision making software. You all are aware of the name and applications. Here I have shown some application, that is water resource engineering, planning, forestry, municipal application. But you need to learn more about it. Then what are the other applications of GIS? Here I have just given you an overview that what is GIS and the application. It is same as the topic, that is greenhouse. Topic is global warming. In GIS it is been same, but it is connected towards these modules, because with the software we are also going to see what is GIS helpful in our day-to-day life. In municipal corporation, it is very helpful, and that is the governing body who is maintaining our whole city. So this is whole is the module about how is the facilities, what are the human development index, what is ecological footprint, what are the optimizations coming up, and how is ecosystem being affected towards the development of our country. So you need to know about all these parameters and automizations, obstacles, which are the recent breakthroughs we have already been discussed. Yes, in HDI also you have to see that what are the parameters, what are the formulas related to it, right? So this is what is the whole module consists of, starting from the pre-industrial revolution days towards the technologies and how IT sector has developed towards it. And lastly, we are moving further towards the GIS and its application in our construction field. You might have a question that this is always what we have done, but how we are going to implement towards it. Yes, you have to think about the technologies which you can implement in your today's day-to-day life. Think and imagine that these are the things how can you implement. If you have a question that you are much more interested into the water field, or you are interested in the transportation field, or you much more wants to like about the structure, think of it what automation you can do. Yes, in prefabrication, what we do, we make a wall in the go down and we are just implementing on the side. That is prefabrication, what we are doing. But think of the automation towards the beam. I am not telling that you need to know about the Revit and AutoCAD, but yes, you need to know about the automation technologies. You are using a very smart thing nowadays, which is your essential, which is your requirement for day-to-day life. So explore in a such a way that in your field, what automation and creativity you can do in the technical way. Student, remember I am telling you here to do in the technical way. Thank you. So this module contains all of these things which we have discussed. Thank you.